After getting a pretty neat and concise backstory about zero character growth, I'd like to see what the other girls have in store. And the fact that so many characters now have referred to the level 5 Railgun as having a terrible personality, and we assume to be a judgmental, narcissistic person. Why do they all have that preconception? Is there a story not being told there, or is it their own just ill-conceived judgments? But if you're in the mood for some friendly fun fables, then, well, you might be in the right place, mixed with a little bit of danger. So let's begin. Is there a particular reason it's alive why there's... Bye, Bear. Is there a particular reason why there are the wind turbines everywhere? Or is it just a renewable energy environmental choice? And anyone that has the ability to destroy a teddy bear and make it a fuzzy firecracker, they're a monster. And the interplay of judgment and who exactly is this organisation, or the ones, as we saw a second earlier, in the full tactical gear. I do want to follow that bit of story a bit longer. And also because of how we saw how Misaka can control the iron in the ground to make a chain blade. How other people can use their abilities in ways you didn't understand would be kind of cool to see. Right, why are you getting into gravitons? Okay. But it's rapidly available. What if someone comes from the outside, like we saw with the church just bringing people in? You can't jump to conclusions like that. Why has she been hospitalized? And does she have to be present for it to work? I like how she tries to come up with some hypotheses. Definitely not. This is a purely altruistic reason to join in. No, this show? How easy is it to join in as a member of Judgment? Do you just have to, like, fill out some forms and work injury waivers? That's for her own personal enjoyment. And considering that she's her friend, wearing shorts might not be enough. She is in line for a beating. Can you not raise your voice? You're disturbing the other patrons here. Mm-hmm. And who in reality continues a conversation like that? So did she just hold off from saying anything for the 20 minutes it took to get to the restaurant? Hiding it in plain sight. The thing is, aluminium by itself isn't particularly too much of an issue. You could at least wait until she's had a bite of it. No, her parfait. She hasn't got her Judgment armband. Oh, I can see that. I'll take this for myself for the time being. Well, don't take things into your own hands so quickly. That poor parfait. Such a waste. Because you have... Yep, no time for explanations or excuses. It's that easy to be roped in. They don't do much of any checks, do they? Quickly, change the subject, yeah. Don't do too much investigating into what her backstory is or who she is. Yeah, you're not going to be doing anything so amazing. That is a lot of trash just thrown around. I wonder if her view on what Judgment is going to be heavily distorted now that the truth has been shown off. Arrest him! Shoot him in the back! Execute him point blank! Yeah, you're not gonna get away with that. even if it was for the benefit of society. Where could it have gone? It's a lost child. She's one of the aluminium bombs. Well, litterers do need a tougher punishment in my eyes. I wondered where that laugh was coming from. Just the idea of proving her wrong is enough to steal her through any work. Really? Judgment deals with some remote copters not working properly? Oh, you put it into overdrive now. Quick, run away before you have to pay for it. Yes, you have to put a stop to this. They're having a good time. How could anyone talk so freely with someone of the opposite sex? She hasn't done too badly for her first day. Apart from destroy a copter, electrocute someone. It's a learning experience. You can't be great at things the first time you pick it up. There seems to be a missing armband. You're drawing connections here. I'm not sure if they're particularly the... No, what if it explodes? The poor dog. Sometimes two things aren't connected, but just in case. She is so pumped up to return this bag. Why is she squeezing in between the buildings? Leave her. She's done for. Another bug. Surely the bag itself you'd be able to see. You don't have to climb up like that. You can just step back a few meters. I was going to say feet, but you know, got to use metric. She's got herself another armband. Yeah, it was fast, wasn't it? Are you sure about that? Isn't she asleep? How would you know? What a poor mother. So, do Judgment get like taxpayer funds? Because I don't think they charge for their activities. He can't hear you. He's got headphones in. Nothing to see here. Move on. Zap. But is she going to use her abilities so willy-nilly? What, before it happens? She's not omniscient. Now I wonder if that headphone guy has anything to do with it. There's a lot of things you have to worry about on a day-to-day business. You'd be surprised at how much could be dangerous or harmful. Wipe your nose. Bloody kids. Zap them! Electrocute the children! Don't take that out of context. Bag with flowers on it? Maybe what you're looking for. That poor dog. So you frightened the dog, but you kept the bag dry. And what you thought might potentially be explosive, you bring it closer to a group of children. Well, she didn't lose it per se, it was stolen by a dog. Oh no. Is she going to realise that she's not a member of Judgment then? I'm surprised he didn't do anything with that sentence. She She did well for her first day. It wouldn't take much, just a single check of the name. A job well done and gratitude for it. Sometimes you don't need payment. I'm lying, you need payment. Suddenly become judgment, but if that's all it took to sneak into the organisation. Her dreams have been realised. Quick, dorm mother, come and apply some swift. There we go. Yeah, they are. Doesn't matter if you're the most powerful in the world, some people you don't want to anger. But do you really expect there not to be some modicum of noise when you're in a dorm like that? And just when I thought she had slightly overcome her tendencies. So the whole aluminium explosive is being put into place for future episodes. Maybe just dangle that in front of us now until we slightly forget about it. What other characters that we know are going to turn up? Riot Shield! Ah. Yep, I'd want the shield. Everyone evacuate. Oh, I wonder where it is. Good save. She's losing. Ooh. I don't think I could ever understand the thought patterns of someone who, sure, they might have see themselves as being a bit down on their luck. The whole world seems against them. Every action is a slight towards themselves. But I don't think taking it out on society and civilians is really going to benefit anyone. But of course I do know it's not for benefit, it's for kind of revenge or equalisation. Still, how could you hurt that poor little bunny? And it does appear as though the whole aluminium graviton bomb thing isn't really going to be held off for too long. It's going to be front and centre next episode. Judgment put themselves in dangerous positions every now and again, but if their tasks involve picking up litter, helping lost people, give directions, how many of them are really willing to jump into the fray like that and riot shield, bomb disposal type thing? And they do seem to be picking up in intensity. At first it was a little firecracker. Now it's the bombing of a convenience store. With enough metal on hand, you could probably do a lot of damage. How much of the world here is somewhat made of aluminium? The entire place is a firehouse ready to explode. And his comment when he was saved by Misaka, get there sooner, I guess that does kind of work, because so far it's stopping the crimes after they've happened rather than putting in preventative measures beforehand, although one is significantly harder than the other. So with all the pieces in place though, if you enjoyed this episode, then you know what to do. Leave a like and a comment, subscribe if you haven't, because quite a few of you haven't, but I'm only slightly disappointed in that. If you want to make me happy though, join onto my Discord as well. For the time being, get yourselves some rest, look out for any unattended packages, and I'll see you in the next one. If you wouldn't mind running around the city looking after my pretty little flowery bag, then I'm sure you also wouldn't mind having a quick look at my Patreon. It's kind of like helping out the less fortunate and giving back to society, but with a lot less physical exertion. So I need to thank my patrons: Sal, Railgun, Electricant, Denim 1997, Shiran, Jennifer Rojas, Mecha, Stinsfire, Big Boy, Dark Shadow, 7899, Mats, and everyone else, because they are the sharp barbs that stop my channel from littering.